Hey guys, so just coming back to give you an update in regards to the Go PowerPlus machine. So just wanted to update and give a correction in regards to the first video I did. So when I did the first video, I mentioned in regards to the Go PowerPlus where the input was for the solar panels to charge it. And I also said where you charge it up for the AC to be able to charge it through like the wall unit rather than a solar panel. But I pointed them out incorrectly. The solar one was correct, but the charging for the wall unit, I pointed to the wrong one. So I just want to make sure I correct my information because I don't want to give wrong information out there. I did notice it after watching the video back and wanted to get that correction there. So let me go ahead and turn this around. Give me just a second. Actually, let's just do it like this. All right. So here on this side here is where the input would be for plugging in the power for the solar panels would plug in there. The one where the solar panels plug in on the left side is also the same plug that you'll plug it in for the wall unit. So it goes in there. This one here is actually a 12-volt output. Okay, so the solar panel plug-in to charge it up would go here. Same thing with the wall unit. So I just wanted to get that correction there. Next, in regards to the Thunderbolt solar panels, when I did the video, it was really bright and sunny outside, and I couldn't really see too well because the sun was in my eyes. But one thing I pointed at on the solar panels is I pointed at the back part being where the cord wrapped around, and actually it is wrapping around here. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, that's a little better. But you can see it wraps around right here actually on the inside of the panel. So again, I just wanted to give that update as well in regards to that to make sure you guys have correct information. Now, in regards to the Go PowerPlus, I went ahead and I did a test on it yesterday. So I went ahead and I charged it up through the wall fully to make sure that it was fully powered up. Then what I did is I showed you in the video, the first video, my house fan that I have that I was running it off of the Go PowerPlus. So again, there's the fan that I was using. Now this fan here is a 45 watt fan, okay? I charged up the Go PowerPlus fully. Then I went ahead and I plugged it in and I timed it to see how long the fan will run on a fully charged Go PowerPlus. So if the power went out, okay? Now this is without it being plugged into the solar panels. I just charged up the unit fully and I plugged in the fan. I started a timer and I just let it run until it ran out of juice and shut off. I only had the fan plugged in. I didn't have any other devices plugged into it. Just the fan. Again, this is a 100 watt unit. This is a 100 watt unit, okay? So it's not made, it's not made to put big appliances on, like stoves, refrigerators, air conditioners, any of that kind of stuff. This is only 100 watts. So you gotta make sure that whatever you plug into this, that you are checking the wattage and making sure that you don't exceed it, because you don't wanna blow the unit up as far as melt it or fry it, because it won't be able to handle it. So it's only made for small items like a fan, a lamp, anything that's under 100 watts, maybe a can opener. You know, it really depends on an item. It's really hard to say exactly which items it will run. So the best thing to do is just go by the watts that's on the item itself and comparing it to the unit. Again, the unit is 100 watts. The fan I ran it on was 45 watts. The way I did the test, I started it at 2:30 p.m. yesterday is when I plugged it in to the Go PowerPlus on a full charge, and I let it run all the way out, and it cut off at 6 p.m. There was only one item plugged in there, which is the fan that I just showed you, and I showed you in the first video. It ran for 3.5 hours on a fully charged Go PowerPlus without any solar panels hooked up keeping it charging or anything else. Just a flat 3.5 hours is what it ran, and then it cut off. So I wanted to give that information to you guys just to give you a little bit of insight and give you an idea of how long it could possibly run, because if your power is out longer than 3.5 hours, then obviously at that point you're going to be out of juice, unless it's in the daytime where you can plug up your solar panels to charge it up. Otherwise, not going to happen. All right. So that's pretty much what's up with that. I just wanted to give you an update with that information. So this way you guys had that, and I will be doing further tests on it as well throughout the next couple weeks, just kind of playing with it more and more, and then the more information I get, I'll maybe throw another video out there. So I just wanted to let you know about that. I also want to let you know that after the Go PowerPlus died and I plugged it back in the wall to charge it up again to a full charge, it took roughly about 5.5 to 6.5 hours is how long it took to go from being dead to being fully charged through the wall. Okay, so that's what's up with that. Now the next thing I want to do is show you something really cool. All right, yesterday my fan motor in my SUV, my Lincoln, went out. So I had to go buy a new fan motor, and of course you got to disconnect the battery and take everything apart, and you're not going to be able to run the AC in the truck. Now right now out here in Las Vegas today, it is June 18th, and it is about 115 degrees. All right, I'll say that again, 115 degrees. It's cooking out there, all right? But we got to handle our business. So what I wanted to do was just show you something really quick and why these things can come in so handy and help you out in those situations, just like mine, where this was unexpected. Didn't anticipate having to fix this other part of my vehicle, but has to be done. But because I bought this cool little gadget, I'm going to show you something that I'm going to do. It's going to make this just a little less unbearable. Not going to be great because, again, 115 degrees. I could already feel it out here. It's cooking and it's bright. I could barely see. I need some turtle wax for my head pretty soon. But go ahead and get my ride open real quick. I want to show you something. And I'm not going to have this vehicle be really long because I still got a lot more information that I got to get done. Let me go ahead and set that down there for a second. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. Actually, power up the AC there. Plug in my little cord. And what I'm going to do is, while I'm in here with no AC, trying to fix my ride, try to fix this fan motor down here and replace it, that if anything, at least I'll have a fan going. Keep some air circulating. It's not going to be cool, but at least the air will be blowing. And again, it's running right off of this little device. So if it could run for about 3.5 hours, this should be cake. I don't anticipate it taking longer than maybe like 15 to 30 minutes at the most. So this will work out perfect. This little thing will work out perfect to just give me enough air blowing so I don't melt. But I just want to tell you, and show you guys some of the advantages of what having this can do for you. Again, it's not made to run major appliances, big items, giant TVs, you know, refrigerators, none of that. This is only a 100-watt unit. And the more and more I'm playing with it, and the more and more I'm researching on it, the more and more I'm learning about it. But it is a great gadget to have because it's only about $110 for this with the solar panels. And with that, it's a great starter to get yourself going. So you don't have to go out there and spend $600, $700, $1,500, $2,000 something dollars, whatever it is, to buy you a big solar item, solar panels and stuff like that, if you don't really need it, or if you don't have the finances for it and just go blow your money and then you're not really going to use it for good purposes. So having something like this that's only going to be about $100 is a great starter. And look at this, it's going to come in handy for what I need for right now until I get this swapped out, and we'll be able to have cool AC kicking in my truck again. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit notifications, comment below. I will go ahead and put more information out about this once I get to play with it a little bit more and run more tests on it throughout the next week or two. But again, great gadget to have. I recommend you guys getting it. And I'll end the video here. Peace.